Good morning.
Are we?
We're
Good
on.
morning. We're doing it.
We're
Let's
live.
go.
Episode 48,
48.
also known as the last episode before my colonoscopy.
Oh, guys. I wish. Okay. How are we doing? How are
Doing
we
okay. Now, my restrictions do start today.
I knew. Okay. You were like the day before, you're like, yeah, we'll have some meetings. I was like, I don't think we should be meeting.
Yeah, tomorrow might be a little precarious for me. So basically, let me just walk you through real quick. So today, I'm not supposed to eat seeds, nuts, popcorn, corn, tomatoes, berries, or breads with seeds,
Okay.
which are all pretty avoidable for me.
What did we just have? What was that protein bar?
Protein bar.
But was it not nuts?
No, it was chocolate. It was like,
Oh, those were little chocolate chips.
yeah. I don't think there were nuts.
Something we had was.
I don't
okay.
think there might have been peanut butter. There might have
I
been peanuts. Okay, I probably shouldn't have any more of those. I'm already losing here. And then tomorrow, starting
Tracking you.
at 9 a.m. tomorrow,
Okay.
I have to stop eating solid food.
Okay.
And all I can have is liquids, and it's limited liquids. It's like clearish liquids, like light juices and
Sprite.
Gatorades and dark sodas randomly you can have, which is funny.
You like soda?
I ordered some Coca-Cola last night.
Just straight up Coca-Cola, not diet, not cherry, nothing.
I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna enjoy it,
Yeah.
make the most of this. So, and I have to. So this is what's gonna be hard. Is gonna be risky tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is I have to. For anybody listening, if you have a aversion to poop talk, then maybe skip the next couple minutes.
Yeah.
But so I have to take 2 tablets at noon.
Yeah.
And I was reading up, and it said and I'll be here at noon. We have our vision board workshop at noon.
Correct.
From 12 to 2. My plan is to stay probably till 1. So I stay till 1 and then head home at 1.
Yeah.
And then so I'll be home around 1:40ish, 1:45.
Uh-huh.
The pills are supposed to take 2 to 3 hours to take effect.
You're really
So I'll be right on the line there, testing the limits.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll get home and I'll be home the rest of the night. And then I have to start drinking all the nasty solution stuff.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay.
It'll be a fun 24 hours.
It's going to be exciting. I wish we could talk right after.
Yeah.
And hear how it's all going to go. Yeah. Okay.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
You're going to do great.
I'm telling everybody in the world that I'm getting
I can't wait to be around you tomorrow at noon and be like,
yeah, I might take it. I'm going to maybe like 12:05. I feel like every minute matters in this situation, I'll be driving home and if it hits me.
It's like a bomb. It's like ticking as you're driving home, you're going to hit traffic and you're going to be like, this is.
If that happens, it's Brian. I was talking to Brian about this. He's like, you should just bring a towel in your car with you. I'm like, that's disgusting, but yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you have had one?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Has Chad?
Chad is going to have one.
Okay. I'm beating Chad to the
January.
colonoscopy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, his is on January 3rd. And so he has to start prep on like New Year's Day.
Oh, fun. Great way to start. I mean, it's like you start the year with a little cleanse, little detox.
This, what we're asking him to do is like, he loves it.
Yeah.
He's like looking forward to it.
It's like intermittent fasting, basically.
100%. 100%. I know. I don't know if it was church or something. Somebody was talking about like just comfort and like, we really crave comfort. And I was like, he does not. He craves the opposite.
Yeah.
He craves
the
to
challenge.
like hurt himself.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a thing.
It's not healthy. But he thinks it's healthy. That's the problem.
I was telling somebody this morning about my colonoscopy, and I was telling them that it's basically the reason I'm getting it is to test for Crohn's disease.
Okay.
Which there's a chance I have it. I don't think I have it. I was reading up a little bit on it, and the person I was telling, he's like, oh yeah, my cousin or something has Crohn's disease, and he has a colostomy bag and everything. I'm like, holy crap. I didn't realize it could be like that.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that's not the case.
I really don't. I would be so surprised because I have friends who have that as well. And it is really autoimmune. It is like, it's not just like your bowels, it's your whole body is really impacted. Yeah. And they're sick often. Okay. So I feel like that's a stretch.
Should I share my symptoms with the class?
Why not?
Or should I not?
I mean, we're already in it.
Okay, so my main symptoms are, it's kind of gross. Should I not?
I'm here for it.
I go to the bathroom a lot. Like, I have
one or number 2.
Probably so both. So I pee constantly.
Yes,
like I
have noted this about you.
Every 30 minutes I have to pee.
That's what I'm worried about for tomorrow as well, because you're gonna just be on liquid, so it's even heightened. I'm just gonna be in the bathroom. Yeah.
Brian told me he got me a present. He told me last night, and it's a wipe warmer. Apparently, he saw somewhere online.
So funny.
For colonoscopy prep, like a wipe warmer helps. It like helps keep things nice and soothed.
Well, also it's for babies.
Yeah.
Just a heads up.
I've never even heard of a wipe warmer.
It's like a nice, so that, on their skin, you're not like putting cold, damp things on them.
Yeah.
It's nice and warm.
So I'll have that to help out.
That's amazing. That sounds lovely.
Okay. So I pee constantly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty regular. This might be.
Do you go every time you eat?
No, but
it's like you eat.
I go about 4 times in the morning.
Wait, what?
In the morning, within the first 3 hours of being awake, I go about 4 times, and then I don't the rest of the day.
4 bowel movements.
Bowel movements, yeah.
BMs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's another thing.
Okay.
And then I pretty much everything I eat, I'm burping up.
Oh.
Almost everything. Like I have an acid reflux thing going on.
I've never noticed that about you.
Really?
Never.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the reason that like I don't really eat very much until like late afternoon.
Okay.
Because then it's just Brian that's suffering. I'm not burping in all my meetings.
Sure.
But almost everything I eat, I'm like burping up.
Interesting.
Yeah, like we were in the sauna last night and I was burping and Brian's like, "You are disgusting." And I'm like, I have probably a disorder or something going on.
Disease.
I have Crohn's disease. Please be gracious with me.
Not be laughing, but oh my gosh.
So the doctor said I probably have IBS.
Okay.
Which I don't really know much about yet, but I'm honestly I'm trying not to research any of these things until I have like some sort of diagnosis, and then I'll find out everything I need to know. But
I mean, it seems like you manage these symptoms super well.
It's fine. Yeah. I'm very regular. I'm never constipated. So that's great.
Even when you travel, you don't have issues. I'm jealous.
My main issue when I travel is I like finding bathrooms. Like, no joke. Like, that's Brian and I's joke. Like, if we ever get on the Amazing Race, which we really want to be, that's going to be our downfall, is that I always am having to find a bathroom.
And then now you're going to have to find, like, a way to travel with warm wipes.
In a colostomy bag.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. We should put a trigger warning at the beginning of this.
Actually.
Yeah, skip the first, like, 7 minutes if you have any aversion to poop talk.
It
is so hot in here.
It's real warm.
Holy crap.
It's real warm, guys. And it's usually not in here. So
wow, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
here we go.
Colonoscopy talk.
I have a confession about our podcast.
Do you?
I was playing a game this week. Is it categories? It's the one where you do the letter and then you have to. And one of the questions was name a podcast, and the letter was H. Austin, I did not.
You couldn't think of one?
I wrote down one because no. Wait, what was it? It might have been a different game. It's a different game. It's called Blank Slate. Sorry, It wasn't categories.
Okay.
Is that right? I'm totally blanking. Because here's the thing. In Blank Slate, your goal is to match somebody else's word. There's like a hint. No, it was categories. We were playing categories. Okay. Because I got my same word with Shannon, who listens to a podcast called Here to Make Friends.
Okay.
And I was thinking she might write that down.
Yeah.
So I think it was categories. I wrote that down, but that wouldn't have made sense because
did she write down how to
again? She didn't write it down, and then we didn't get points because categories, if you write the same thing.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was. Anyways, I was so embarrassed. Chad was like, "How was your weekend?" He like wrote that was his.
That was his.
And then also he was like calling everybody out because he's like, none of our friends knew
so
your
rude.
podcast.
That's okay. I actually do forget the name of our podcast sometimes.
Well, and I feel like we could call it different things.
Yeah, totally.
So
depending on this could be the colonoscopy podcast.
Absolutely.
For all we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it health focused.
Yep. Mm-hmm. How just like life.
Yeah.
Not even weekend.
No.
Just like
how's your? That's true.
Who are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah. It's on a Wednesday. So.
Mm-hmm.
Your knee. Speaking of health, I saw you walking. You were like an old pro.
It's like I've walked before.
It's like you've been walking your whole life.
Compared to when we hung out a couple weekends ago.
Even yesterday, I feel like you were limping a little bit when I saw you.
It was a little bit. That's the thing. It's like it comes and goes. It's just like it's weird. It has been this whole thing. I told you I went to the orthopedic doctor. Have I told you this part?
Yep.
Okay. On the podcast, did we talk about that?
I don't know.
Anyways, the whole point for the orthopedic doctor, I thought I was going to go in and he was going to be like, we're going to do an MRI.
Orthopedic? What is orthopedic? Like orthodontist? Isn't that teeth?
That's teeth. That's like braces.
But orthopedic.
Orthopedic is like limbs.
Oh, interesting.
Like legs, arms.
I wonder what the ortho means.
Girl?
It's probably a Greek or Latin root word.
Well, yeah, I would.
Now I'm curious. Please tell me about the orthopedic.
So, anyways,
doctor.
I go and I'm thinking I'm going to go in. He's going to do an MRI and he's going to say, "Yep, you have the meniscus torn. Your meniscus is torn, so it's not that severe. keep going, or it's pretty severe. You're going to need surgery. Those were kind of the outcomes I was expecting. And I get there. He does some like manipulations with my knee, like in the exam room. And he was basically like, honestly, I wouldn't order imaging yet. He's like, I think give yourself another 10, 14 days. If it's still bothering you, come back.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit like, okay, hurry up and wait kind of response, you know? So, but the last few days have been really good. Not to jump ahead of the weekends, but I wanted to go to this event that we bought tickets for called Enchant up in Seattle. And it's like this light maze. All you're doing is walking. You're standing walking. And I was really worried I wouldn't feel up to it, but I was able to do it. And I feel like Thursday I was here. We had kind of a busy office day Thursday. And I was like, I am healed. I'm 100% better. And then Friday I was like, I'm not 100%. So it's kind of this like up and down.
Yeah.
So yesterday was the day after Enchant. I was like a little sore. So that's probably why I was limping a bit.
Okay.
But overall, I'm
You're
like
on the come up.
I'm not wearing a brace. I'm
You're wearing heels.
Heels, risky. I'm going up and down stairs.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad to hear that.
No,
I know you were concerned that it was going to be something bad.
And it was like one of those
it was
things
bad,
too,
but like surgery required.
Exactly. And it was one of those things too where I just was like, I've said this to so many people, but like I've never had a physical injury that's like taken me down for a bit.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden my brain is like, what if you never get to play pickleball again?
Yeah.
What if you like can't go on hikes, or what if you know, what if you can't start running, which I had on my 2025 goal list.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like, what if I can't ever do that Ironman I was planning on? What if?
Yeah.
Like what happens? So
that's,
you know,
I feel like I've had a couple like close injuries where like my foot will be hurting, and like I have my step thing that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
If I hurt my foot or anything, I couldn't do my steps, which would be horrible for me.
Right.
And every time I'm like, okay, I have so much gratitude for just like my healthy limbs and body, because it's something we definitely take for granted.
I know. It's crazy. I was like, when it first happened and I was so limited, I would like drive. I could drive and I would like see people just like out on a walk. And I was like,
it's be nice.
I hate you. Okay. Did you look it up? What does it mean?
I don't know. Inconclusive. Okay. It said something, something to do with acid. I don't even know.
Definitely a definition.
I was trying to listen to your story while Googling.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay. It said straight, rectangular, upright is one thing.
What?
Oh, interesting. So orthodontics is keeping your teeth straight. Orthopedics maybe keeping your limbs straight. I don't know. No, I don't think that's right. Can we have somebody in the comments tell us what
Shannon, our
fact checker,
loyal listener.
Cool.
Okay.
So talk about our weekends.
Let's do it.
So 2 weekends ago, we were together Friday night.
That's right.
We had Thai food.
So yummy.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for coming to Renton.
Really good. Yes, adorable. I wish I was feeling better because I would have loved to walk that downtown little area.
Yeah.
It was really cute. Yeah.
What did you guys do the rest of the weekend?
What did we do? So I was still like recovery mode then. I was not feeling 100%. I wrote down that on Saturday we went to Cook's Tavern.
Okay.
And then in the afternoon, my parents came over for some like coffee and we played some cards with them. Saturday, that weekend, Chad took on the garage project that he's going to do, where he cleared out the entirety of this. So my car parks on the left side, all of the right side. He cleared out. Yeah. Like got rid of, found storage for it, and then he was able to park his car, and so now both of our cars.
That's awesome.
In the garage. That was a lot of the weekend.
Yeah. It's a big project.
It was a big project.
Also a great feeling once it's done.
He was so happy. I was a little like, I decided to be a little bit bratty that weekend, only because I was like feeling sorry for myself for like not being able to do stuff. So with him being gone, and honestly, the logical thought process is like, this is the best weekend for him to do it. His wife is laid up. She can't move. There's no big plans happening. Yeah. So go do this project. Like that makes sense.
That was his thought process.
100%.
What was yours?
How dare you leave me?
Leave you meaning
I'm alone in the
20
house.
20 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just, I wish you were next to me doing nothing with me. I had like a little snarky attitude the next day of like, oh, nice of you to show up. Like, didn't really talk to him much Monday morning because I was just feeling like you barely talked to me. And he was like, you do realize like I did come in and I did play cards with your parents, and I took Allie to in front because Allie had birthday or Christmas party she was going to. Piper had a birthday party. He's like, I was with you like all day Sunday, most of Saturday. Like he's like, I'm so confused. I cleaned
and organized our garage.
100%. How dare him? that's a little like glimpse into what it's like to be married to me, Austin. It's not for everyone. Oh man. So that was Saturday. I'm just doing my whole weekend.
Sure.
I'll go to go. Yeah. Sunday we did go to church, and then we went to lunch. So Piper had a birthday party in Lakewood. They went to go see Moana 2.
Okay.
And so while we dropped her off there, we went to Casamia. It's a little Italian restaurant there. Yeah.
Fun fact: I signed them up for Uber Eats.
Well,
back in the day when I was working at Uber, they were I was in like the Tacoma Lakewood territory. They were one of the restaurants I got to sign up.
Great job.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know if they're still on. I'm sure they're still on Uber Eats.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they have good food.
Yeah, it's yummy. And then after that, we went back. We were kind of waiting for Pipes. I wrote down we went to Barnes and Noble. My life is so boring. But I was actually
the one in Lakewood.
Yes,
it's a nice Barnes and Noble.
It is nice, and for me, I usually get my books from the library. Yeah. So I really enjoyed walking around and being like, there's so many people in here. Yeah. I love that because I do feel like there's a lot of stores like that have closed down that you don't see a lot of people in. But it was packed. I was like, okay, Barnes and Noble.
I could see like bookstores coming back.
I hope so.
Because I feel like people crave somewhere they can go and just hang out. Like that's why people love going to coffee shops. But like bookstores, or maybe a bookstore coffee shop, and that's what they do. They have like the Starbucks or whatever inside. And
they have a lot of other. They have like games and calendars and journal. They have like toys. There's like a bunch of toys there. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm like that's really embarrassing. That's all I have for that weekend written down.
I think we had kind of a similar weekend. We've been doing a lot of errands the last couple of weeks, just so many different errands. I don't even know. It's been a very consuming from our weekends.
Yeah, well, 'tis the season. Don't you feel
a lot of Christmas shopping and wrapping and sending things to UPS California
for you? Yeah, I got really nervous because I saw something yesterday, and it was like, for those last minute gifts, and I'm like, last minute? Yeah. Are we already to that stage where we're now saying this is last minute?
Are you done with your shopping?
No.
Okay. Have you started?
Yes, I've started. And I do. So this was my problem. When I first hurt my knee, it was Thanksgiving Day. And then that weekend was like, Black Friday and all of, all the sales are going on. So I sat on my couch and just did so much online ordering. Yeah. And I was like, I am ahead of the game this year. I've got so much done. And then I stalled out for the last 2 weeks because in my head, I was like, I've done so much. Yeah. And I realized I have a lot left to do. Yeah. So we're doing pretty good. I'm not actually that stressed. I do need to mail something, so I need to get that out. But otherwise, I think it's going to be okay.
The challenge we're having is there's a lot of shipping issues happening right now. I don't know if there's storms across the country or what, but there's 3 different things we've ordered that when we ordered them, they said they were going to arrive by the 22nd or 23rd. Yeah. And now it says 24th through the 30th for the estimated arrival. Oh, no. So now we're buying backup gifts in case they don't come in time. Yeah. And it's kind of first world problems. Is that still a thing? I don't know if that's not full to say anymore. Okay, so Saturday did some errands. We went to Bothell for dinner with Brian's parents. Cool. They had a tree lighting ceremony in downtown Bothell, so we watched that, and then we had dinner at a place called The Vine. And then we also had a Christmas party right after that, also in Bothell. Oh, at our friend Josh, his parents host an annual Christmas party, and they invite all of Josh's friends to the party. Fun. So it's mostly people in their 50s and 60s, and then there's our random group of 20s and 30s. I
hope
people.
I'm like that.
Yes, it's fun.
Is this the one where you dress up? There's
a
dress costume
up.
One.
Yep. So last year was I think opposites attract or something. So it was couples costumes.
And you were the naughty.
We did the naughty and nice list. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
This year was a Great Gatsby kind of theme. Cool. So we had our theory. We did our Great Gatsby party last year. So perfect. We had the same stuff from last year. We were able to repurpose, which was great.
Nice.
That was Saturday, and then Sunday we stayed at the house all day. Which we were saying at the end of the day, we're like, when's the last time we didn't leave the house all day? Right. Never happens.
You guys ate every meal at home.
Ate every meal at home.
I don't feel like I've ever heard you do that.
It's very unusual. I only left just to take Stevie on a walk to get my steps. But beyond that, we literally were home the entire day.
Wow.
Bizarre. But we did.
How did you feel?
I felt okay. We were doing a lot of stuff. So we were travel planning because we're going to LA on the 28th through the 6th or something. Yeah. So we were planning flights and Airbnbs, and then we're going to Palm Springs for a couple days. Fun. So we're also doing some wedding planning, messaging venues and stuff, trying to set up tours. Okay. And then we also were doing a bachelor party in April in Arizona. So we're planning that. So it's kind of, we had a lot of just like stuff to book and get
Are you going to do like both of you bachelor party the same?
We'll probably do a joint bachelor party.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Because a lot of my friends are Brian's friends and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like I have like most of his friends or all of his friends, I feel like are my friends too. And we'll do a joint thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
That thought just left my brain. I was going to ask you. Oh, I think about the staying at home day for Chad. It's like he'll say, let's do that.
Yeah.
And then we'll be in it and I'll be loving it. And he'll be like, I got to get out of here.
It's a thing that threes do, I think. I think
so.
We romanticize chill days, but then we don't actually enjoy them that much.
Right.
Like even like the thought of chilling on a beach is always something that like everybody thought, oh, like that's a vacation, just chill on a beach. I guarantee does Chad enjoy chilling on a beach?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Like
he'll do a little pool session.
Yeah.
Like he'll be like he'll go and like lounge by the pool, but he'll also like
bring a book.
Have a book. He'll go swimming.
Yep.
It'll be.
He'll work out in the morning.
100%.
Yeah. And I do love that. Like I love a beach vacation, but my favorite parts are not chilling out on the beach. Like it's I don't know.
I don't mind. So I also don't mind the variety of activity. I think where I always struggle is like in my head, he has to work out in order to earn the chill time.
Yeah.
So then if I'm not working out, I feel like, so what does that say about me? I haven't earned this, but I'm doing it anyways. Like that's where I always get a little, sensitive.
I hear that. So, but you're different. You don't feel the need to earn it. That's not like a desire you have.
True.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just we're just wired differently.
Yes, but like I want him to be wired like I am.
Yes. I think my ideal vacation, if it's like a tropical beach vacation, is wake up, not necessarily early, but like wake up whenever, go do some sort of workout. Like want to run, work out, go get coffee, like have breakfast, and then kind of have the rest of the day free. And then within that free time, maybe some pool time and like reading a book, playing games. I love playing card games, like doing something. Yeah. And then some sort of like exploring. Like I love going and checking out different neighborhoods and stuff. And then like a nice dinner, and then just that's a great day.
Like bed by 7.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
No, 7. That's a little early for me. Okay, so that was Sunday. Yeah, we house day, travel planning, wedding planning, Christmas shopping, just kind of like getting stuff done, chilling at the house.
I know you said you're getting backup things, but are you feeling good about your Christmas shopping?
Feeling okay. The only thing I'm a little anxious about is I don't know if I told you this, but I think I proposed to my family doing like experiential gifts rather than physical gifts.
You told us this, but then we didn't get so what did everybody say?
So it took a little bit to get some responses, but ultimately people said they're good with that.
Okay.
But my concern is that they're still going to do gifts and we're not. Like that's Brian's concern, is that we're going to show up because we're still doing gifts for Easton and Finnegan.
Yeah.
But we're trying to figure out how to like have like we're doing experience, but maybe something along with the experience. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that part out. So
have people agreed to the experience?
No.
Or no? Okay.
No. Well, the thought is that each, like Brian and I will do some sort of experience for the whole family. Okay. Isaac and Taylor will do something for the whole family. My parents will do something for the whole family.
Oh,
so my hunch is that my parents are going to plan some sort of like trip, like a weekend trip of some kind, and then we're either going to do that or like a day of activities type thing, or maybe I don't know. We're still figuring it out.
Okay.
So that's.
Would you want to plan your day, like, and then like create an itinerary as like the gift or something?
I think it's something like that.
Yeah. So then you're not coming empty-handed.
Yes.
You have your gift ready.
And then we're thinking like if there's like a theme for the day, having like something that goes along with it or something. Like if we're like a spa day, bringing like face masks or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
But we're still, that's the one you're still going to figure out. And that's we're doing an early Christmas with my family. So this Saturday morning we're doing Christmas morning. So we have this week figured out.
Okay. Yeah. You got this. And the colonoscopy. It's a big week.
It's a big week. And I moved all of our theory meetings next week because it's Christmas week. Moved pretty much all of them to this week. Okay. So it's stacked. It's busy. Yeah. It's a busy week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then after this Thursday, it's pretty chill for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then go to LA for a little bit.
Okay.
A lot of good stuff coming up. How was this past weekend for you?
Okay. This past weekend was good. Friday we hosted. Okay, I started to talk about this because we were talking about the podcast. We had our friends over and did a little Christmas party with just the adults. It was great. Chad cooked a lovely prime rib.
Nice.
Yep. And we played some games. My friend Peter has been keeping this hidden talent of his. He does. I don't know. Do you just call it slam poetry, or it's like what we saw at
spoken word?
Spoken word.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I think it's probably the same thing.
Okay.
There might be a subtle difference, but in my mind, they're the same thing.
He performed for us.
Really?
And he had recently brought this up. I'd heard him mention it like one time before about like, oh yeah, I lived in Portland and I like would go to poetry contests and stuff. And I was like,
wow.
Like just kind of throws it out casually. You're like, wait, what? Turns out he was kind of a big deal.
Really?
And he's won some awards. And so
did he prepare something for the party?
He used one that he had performed previously.
Okay.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And it was almost like I didn't recognize this person.
Wow.
Like it was like his voice was different. His cadence in speaking and presenting was like, it was just a different thing. We were all like, what is happening? Yeah. It's amazing.
Cool. My experience with him is he's on the quieter side. Is that the case typically?
Most people think that. Most people think that. So it would be surprising.
Yeah,
but
totally.
It was.
Is that why Shannon fell in love with him?
100%.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a funny story. She went down to Portland and like watched him perform, and she like jokes how there's like other girls. You know, it's like somebody's up on stage performing.
Oh yeah, the swagger, confidence. Yeah.
And so she said there was like girls trying to flirt with him, and she'd be like, "Excuse me." So yeah, that definitely. So that was a highlight of the evening.
That's
but yeah,
awesome.
really just yummy food. Everybody brought different dishes and hung out. We played games. And then let's see what else happened. Saturday, we had that enchant thing in the evening. So like I really just want to kind of lay low in the morning. I don't want to do too much. So we did our little cold hot therapy in the morning and the sauna, and I dipped in the water. It's 45 degrees.
45.
I was like, I after my first session in the sauna, I dipped in, went all the way under and came out. I didn't stay in.
Yeah.
I just like did a quick refresh.
Yeah, a dip. Yeah. A little dip.
And then have you dipped in your
I'll get to that in just a second.
Can't wait. And then I wanted to go to the mall, which was an awful idea, but I wanted to get some stuff for, Christmas.
Okay.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Tacoma Mall. Grab some lunch at Nordstrom Cafe. I don't know if you know this about me, but I love that place.
It's great.
It's great.
I love it. Yeah. Everything there I've had is delicious.
The food is phenomenal. I will say something that has really stuck out to me this weekend is just how incredibly expensive everything is.
Yeah.
A soda was $4.25.
Wow.
I feel like that's highway robbery.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
But
I was ordering groceries last night, and you know the Olipop sodas?
Yeah.
Those are $3.49 each.
No.
$3.50 for a canned soda from the grocery store.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
So that was one of my things. So I'm going to go on a little rant right now. You know me. I don't like to complain. Here we go.
You? Huh? Is this a political rant or no?
No.
Okay, because that's a big thing.
Like, I just am like, how is everything in life so expensive? Okay. So this is the tricky part with Christmas in our family.
Okay.
We have a budget for like Christmas presents that we have for the kids. And then we also take the month of December, and every day we have like an Advent activity. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's free. Sometimes it's like watch a Christmas movie that's, at home.
You started this last year, right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't realize you were continuing it this year.
Yes.
Cool. Every day.
We've been doing something every
day.
Through
the 25th or through the end of the month?
Through the 25th. Usually the 25th is like go to the actual movie. We like to go to the movies on Christmas Day.
Cool.
So some days it's free stuff. Other times I will put in a little extra thing. Like it'll be as small as go to Starbucks, or it'll be something like go get your nails done. So like I took the girls to get manicures last week. $200.
For 3 manicures?
For 3 manicures.
That's crazy.
Piper James, my 9-year-old, was $70 for her little tiny hands.
Oh my gosh. Is this somewhere you've been before?
Yes. And she also did like the whole shit. She got like fake nails put on and it had different colors. I mean, it was a lot. So that's like one. Then we went and we did Enchant on Saturday.
Yeah.
The tickets themselves were like $140 for a family of 4. And then I think I told you this yesterday. Parking was $60.
Crazy.
Bonkers. 60, just to be clear for our listeners. Then we buy food, we buy tickets to the Ferris wheel. I mean, I'm financially recovering for weeks to come.
It's funny when you were telling me about this yesterday. You told me you're like naming how much stuff was.
Yeah.
You said the hot chocolate or whatever drink Alice got was $14. She's like, Mom, was $10.
Yeah, she corrected me. I was rounding up. But similarly with the groceries, I was doing an Instacart order, and I swear I used to be able to get a pound of ground beef for like $5.
Yeah.
I could not find anything under 10.
Jeez.
But I also was coming in higher quantity, like it was like 2 pounds. I was like, is this because I'm doing Instacart? I don't know. But I just feel like, and it's Christmas, so you're just spending constantly.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's ridiculous how much things are costing in life. From a soda for $4.25 to parking for $60. It just feels like, and we just do it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't stop me.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh, here's my card.
No, it's crazy.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
So anyways, back to Enchant.
Cool.
It was great. Have you been ever?
I've been one time. Last year or the year before.
Yeah, probably the year before, because I don't think they had it here last year.
Okay.
They don't come every single year. But it's really fun with my girls. Like, they really enjoy it. And it's really cute to watch them together going through, like, they do the whole maze and they went on the Ferris wheel together. So even though it cost an arm and a leg, it was really fun.
Yeah. And
then yesterday, Sunday, we went to church. Just Chad and I. We left the girls at home. We're like, oh, it's only a little date. And then we came here. Went to the North Pole next door. That was great. Allie and I did like the craft station upstairs. And then after that, we went over to Gig Harbor. We had done, have you ever gone to like painting pottery places?
I haven't, okay. But I know of them.
Yes. So we had done that a couple weeks ago, and we went and picked up our pieces, and then we went to a couple shops out in Gig Harbor. And then we came home and just relaxed for the rest of the evening.
Nice.
So that
Good
was
weekend.
my weekend.
Love it.
Yeah.
So you're 16 days into your daily Christmas gifts. What is your or activities? What's been your favorite one so far?
Okay. So a really fun thing we did the other week was we went and drove around. We looked at Christmas lights.
Nice.
And we found this house that they have their lights set to music, but it's like it's got a okay, it's gonna sound so dumb. I know it's computer, like it's to a program, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's not like Christmas lights that just like, it's like they're I'm doing this motion like
strobing.
Yes.
Flashing.
Yeah, but they like, it's all over their house, and it's like this whole light show. It's amazing. And it's like some's Christmas music, some's just like modern fun music, some's like classic.
Is it playing from speakers on their house, or is it a radio station?
In your radio. So in your car, you pull up, they tell you the show time, tell you what to tune in at. And it was so like, I was blown away at this production of this random home in Tacoma that went all out. So
nice. Anyways, I'm gonna have to do that next weekend. Can you send me the deets?
Send you the address.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was really fun. I think it was just fun because it's like, that was a free one that we did.
Yeah.
And it was like, it surprised us. I would say Enchant is also one of the favorites that we've done as well.
Yeah.
So
kind of funny. So Brian's whole family was there at the exact same time you guys were there.
I know.
And you
Yeah.
didn't cross paths.
No, it was packed.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people there. Yeah.
He's saying right as they were leaving, it was getting even more packed too. Like, it was
really?
Just like, maybe you guys weren't there at the exact same time.
We were there around 7 to 10.
Oh, he was there earlier than that.
Okay.
I think they got there like at 5:30 or something.
Okay. Like when we went to go down into the maze, it was like we were in a huge group, just like bumping into everybody. Going, I was like, okay, this is
it's crazy.
But anyways.
Cool. Our weekend. So Friday night, we also didn't do a whole lot. So I came down to Tacoma Saturday and Sunday for the North Pole on Saturday, and then for the Santa Parade on Saturday and the North Pole on Sunday.
Yeah.
So Friday, I'm like, let's just kind of have a nice chill night.
Yeah.
So we went to Red Robin. We were mailing some packages at UPS, and there's Red Robin right next door. So that's, if you didn't know, our favorite like chain restaurant
is Red Robin.
Love Red Robin. Yes.
Yeah.
So
what's your order? What do you get there?
It's kind of complicated order. So we get a fried chicken sandwich dipped in the buzz sauce.
What?
So the chicken,
the entire sandwich?
No, sorry. Just the chicken is like not dipped. I don't know the word. Like I
like that we're using our hands.
When I order it makes sense, but it's like, they dunked the chicken in a buzz sauce. So it's basically,
you can say dipped.
A buffalo chicken sandwich is basically what it is.
It's a fried chicken dipped in this buffalo sauce.
But it's a custom order. Like, it's not on the menu. You have to like specifically order it.
What even, like, that just came to your brain? You're like,
growing up, they used to have a buffalo chicken sandwich kind of thing. It was called, I don't remember. It was called a Raging Cajun. And my mom always ordered that, and I always loved it. And then I tried to like recreate it. And this is kind of like a very similar version of that menu item.
Every time you order it, are they like, what?
No, they're pretty
they get
accommodated.
Okay.
Yeah. So we usually will do a chicken sandwich and a burger and split them, and then we'll do the fries and we'll do a side salad, and then we'll get the campfire sauce and the buzz sauce as our dipping sauces.
I love that.
So good. And every time we go, we're like, should we try something different? And we're like, no, just do same old, same old.
Like. I like that you guys share everything.
We share everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything. If he ever doesn't want to share, I'm pissed.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Are you kidding me?
You're like, why do we even come here?
And then after that, we went home. We also saunaed in cold plunge.
Okay, here we go.
Our new cold plunge officially arrived.
Yes.
Brian's trying to go like 0 to 100 real quick. Like he wants.
What do you mean by that?
Within like the first 2 days that we got it, he had it at like 32 degrees. It was so this cold plunge is kind of fancy, and it like creates ice. So if it's at 32 degrees, literally somehow ice is created within the cold plunge, and
like the top is frozen. I've seen that where the top is frozen. You have to kind of break it
like
to get in.
Chunks of ice.
Ice just in the
the cold plunge, which I don't understand the science behind it. But so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go just use it to his full capability." You want to make sure it worked like it's supposed to. But so he's like going at 32. I'm like, no, I want to ease into it. Like I want to start at like 65,
right.
and work my way down.
100%. Yeah.
But the beginning, I'm like, I'm not even gonna. I'll touch it.
So he went in at 32.
Yes.
Was this before or after a sauna?
I think after a sauna.
Okay. So
however,
he was warm. He went into
However, he's gone in at least 2 or 3 times into the cold plunge.
Yeah.
No sauna beforehand, which as I'm like saying that, a lot of people have cold plunges that don't have saunas. So it's a normal thing. I know. But I'm like, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could cold plunge without saunaing beforehand. Right. Even like when I do cold plunge, Brian wants me to like dry off my body, get the sweat off my body before I get into the cold plunge. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Because I like, as soon as I get out of the sauna, I want to go like immediately into the cold plunge while I'm hot.
Don't linger.
Yes. Yeah. But if I'm drying my body off from the sweat, like I'm losing the desire 100%. To cold plunge every second.
Yes.
So yeah. So anyway, he has a much better tolerance for cold water than I do, for sure. Like
How long is he laying in there?
Like, I think last night he did like 7 minutes total. He did like a 4 minute and then a 3 minute.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I think I've gone in 3 times. The first 2 times I would go in for like 10 to 30 seconds and then get out. Last night I stuck with it for 3 minutes.
How did you feel? Wait, you're doing it at night?
At night, yeah. Which I don't know if that's recommended, but that's kind of when we're able to do it typically.
Well, how did you feel? How did you sleep?
Okay, so it felt great. So we basically did sauna first, which I think I did like 16 minutes in the sauna at like 190 to 200. And then I did 3 minutes in the cold plunge.
3 minutes?
3 minutes at 50 degrees.
Okay.
So not 45, 50. And then got back in the sauna. That feeling post cold plunge is like, and Brian was trying to talk to me. I'm like, do not talk right now. Like, I'm like, I had this like these.
It's
delicious feeling.
It's the best feeling.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I put myself into the cold water is to experience the sauna after.
Oh my gosh, amazing! Like tingles, so good. So
I'm also laughing at like this is what we're talking about right
now. Yeah, it's great. I did a lot. Sorry, this was last night that I did that. I don't know if so Friday I was just doing a little wimpy 20-second cold plunge, but last night I'm like, I'm gonna do a minute, and then after a minute, like I could keep going right now. So I kept going. I'm gonna go 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go 3 minutes.
And then how do you sleep after?
I slept great last night. I just sleep great in general. Like I have that's a gift I have.
Is Brian sleeping well?
He is not sleeping well lately.
Okay.
So that might be why.
Well, so Chad's, one of his thoughts with the cold plunge is like, it's supposed to be invigorating. Like that's, a lot of people like, the end of the shower, it's cold, they put their face in ice water, whatever it is. And it's supposed to be an energizing thing. Right. So that's why I was curious if it's.
We didn't do we did it like at 6:30 p.m. last night. And then we went to bed like at 9:30 or 10. So, okay, so that was Friday, and then we watched Survivor on the couch.
Nice.
Right. Saturday was a Santa parade, so I came down here for that, and that was good.
Yeah,
it was solid.
I was bummed we missed it. Originally, I thought it was going to be on Sunday, so I booked our tickets for Saturday, and then for the Enchant thing, and then missed it.
I think previous years have been better than this year's was.
Okay.
So, but all that to say, it was still a fun day for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then yesterday came down for the North Pole, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I think like 50 plus families received Christmas gifts, and very, very cool. One of the dads of one of the kids dressed up as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And the boy didn't know that his dad was going to be Santa Claus.
Funny.
And he went up to like receive his present, and he was like looking up at his dad like who are you? And then he asked like, are you my dad?
Oh, that's so
and
funny.
that he said yes, and kind of like caved in. But it was very cute.
Piper and Allie were with me yesterday helping, and I was like, Pipes, did you want to go take a picture with Santa? And she was like, that's not Santa. And she's like, I know him. I was like, who is it? She's like, that's Mario. Like, she's like, I was like, no, Mario. And I guess they had, when she did like a little promo video, he was there filming something.
Okay.
I didn't even see their interaction. I think your mom must have been with her or something. But it was just funny how she was like, that's Mario. I was like, yeah, well, he's helping.
He's helping Santa.
Yeah.
Santa can't be everywhere today.
Yeah.
Yes, that was fun. And so basically the last 2 weeks we've been like storing all the gifts over here.
Yes.
And so we moved them all over there yesterday. And I use it as an opportunity to like clean the office, and it's looking better than it has in a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty proud of that.
I came in. Was that? Oh yeah, I was in here yesterday to get scissors at one point, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it is nice."
Yes, it looks very nice. So hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah.
Got home and did sauna cold plunge, and then we watched Silo, which is another show we're watching right now.
Is
you guys
it good?
watching that?
No, but I had seen the first season, and I saw there's you had mentioned a couple weeks ago.
It's okay. I don't like love the show, but we're just watching it.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't imagine do you know that you watched the first season?
Yes.
So the thought of living somewhere where you never see outside is like
unbelievable.
So claustrophobic. I can't imagine. Are you watching Shrinking?
No.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
You guys should watch that.
Okay.
It's an amazing show.
We need a good show.
Apple TV. Do you have Apple TV?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Cool. It's like very funny, kind of feel good show.
Okay.
I'm not gonna remember any of the actors' names right now.
I know
there's
Jason,
some famous people. Jason Segel.
Yeah.
And then Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I was gonna say Harrison Ford.
And basically the premise, which I think has gone over in the first episode, is the guy's a therapist and his wife dies, and it's just kind of like all the fallout of that, and it's just like the chemistry between all the characters is incredible. Cool. Very, very, very good show.
Good recommendation.
Those are our 3 shows right now: Survivor, Shrinking, and Silo. All S shows.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my weekend.
Okay.
It was lovely.
Great.
Yeah.
And we're gonna not connect next week because
I think we need to talk about this, maybe offline. I don't think I can do the next 2 weeks. So
what are our fans gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
But we might have to wait. We might not. They might not hear from us until 2025.
Everybody's gonna want to know about the colonoscopy.
I know everybody's is itching to know more about it. So we'll figure something out.
All right. We might have to do
colonoscopy check-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just that's the episode. It's like a mini. Have you ever seen where like podcasts?
Yeah.
And then they have like just a little mini.
Yeah. It might be a 45-minute episode.
Knowing us, it's probably gonna be.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year and all the things. Yeah. Thanks, Jamie. Okay, bye, everybody.